Good morning, happy Tuesday. Today is not any particular holiday, it's the day after Victoria Day, which I don't think is a holiday or anything of particular note, but it is Tuesday and happy to be here. Happy to be alive. So you may or may not be aware that behind the office building where I work, there's a kind of a lake area. And it's a pretty area, nice place to walk. There's a sort of a little path, benches around. There are these little pagoda type areas. Sometimes you'll see deer or geese or fish of some kind. And although it's clearly posted no fishing, I still see people on the weekends coming here and fishing in this lake, which seems like not a really good idea to me. I hope they're not eating them. I hope they're just throwing them back or something. I just can't imagine fishing here, but people do. Right now we're in that sort of in-between time in Georgia, between spring and summer, where it's not unbearably hot and humid and it's not completely overwhelming with bugs. So it's actually kind of nice to come out here and go for a walk around the lake or just generally hang out. I mean, it's a pretty area. It's nice and scenic, relaxing, overall enjoyable. And it has these really cool sort of spanning walking bridges, wooden walking bridges that go across the lake in a couple of places. From the time that I started flying drones, this was one of my favorite spots to come because it's right here at the office, so I can go on my lunch break, I can come out and fly my drone and sort of see the aerial view of the lake. It's very pretty. However, I have had multiple issues which has caused me to dub this Drone Eater Lake. You'll no doubt recognize it from some of the drone shots that I posted in previous videos. It's very pretty. It's a nice place to walk around. It's a nice place to fly, but I've been really reluctant to fly the DJI Phantom 3 standard that I have now around this lake. It took me a while before I felt comfortable enough with the drone that I felt like I could take it out here, because I have actually lost 2 separate drones to this lake. My very first drone was a, as you know, Parrot Bebop, the first generation Bebop. And that drone, it went into the lake. I was flying it at one point, trying to get a cool shot of the bridge, flying over the bridge. And the Bebop has a sort of visual positioning system where it has a camera that looks straight down and tries to hold its position based on what it sees. And I think that visual positioning system got confused that time. Because it might have seen its reflection in the water, it freaked out and completely lost control and just dove straight into the water. Completely unrecoverable. After that first drone went down, I got another one, another Parrot Bebop drone. And that one I flew for a long time. I had some near misses. I had a bunch of accidents like you've probably seen already. One where I actually flew out over the lake and it got caught on a gust of wind or something and ended up tumbling into the trees. I think I posted that at the end of 2016, sort of as a metaphor for how the year went. But that drone too, I also lost to this lake, and I can't blame the drone on that one because it was totally user error in that case. I was actually trying to land it on that footbridge, and in the process, I got a little bit too close to the edge of the bridge, and it just slipped right through the crack. There's a gap at the bottom of the railing, you can see. It's just barely big enough to slip through and fall down into the water. See? It goes all along the footbridge. So that's how I lost my second drone. Now my third drone that I'm on right now is by far the best drone I've ever flown. I'm so phenomenally impressed by the Phantom 3 standard. I can't wait to do a full review on that drone because that has been my favorite by far. The quality of the image is incredible. How it flies, how it handles the footage, there's no comparison between the two. It's fantastic. I've been loving it, still flying it every chance I get. Wanted to give you a little bit of background about this lake and why we don't get along. Katie was excited, as expected, about the fidget spinners. Not just the one that came from China, but the other 2 that I got yesterday too. It was really fun.
I want fitness spinner. Galaxy.
Man, this seriously beats playing that fidget spinner game. Can I see this?
So that's it. Had a fun day yesterday getting the fidget spinners and groceries, and this morning Katie had a blast with the fidget spinners. They're really a lot of fun. This place is noisy.